After a hard day of forging the future of humankind, you deserve the greatest beer in the universe. Aspen Beer. On Jackson Star, we know things aren't easy. But there's nothing better than drinking a cold one when you get the job done. Aspen Beer, a better beer for a better world. Brought to you by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. All employees must log a minimum of 21 hours per beverage.
Hey, welcome to the Panelcast and the side panel. That's right, I'm doing two things at once. I'm here with Richard. If he sticks his tongue out right now, it'll look appropriate. There you go. And we are here live. I had this long intro I was going to do, but instead I'm just going to keep it short. In 1979, a movie came out that kind of changed my life and my mind. See, a movie had come out in 1977, and that was Star Wars, and it changed my whole outlook on life and made me appreciate sci-fi movies and taught me how to collect toys and everything. Sure, I was only 4 years old, but it impacted me so much that after that, I just became a hardcore geek.
Yeah.
Then in 1979, this movie came out, and it changed my life because it opened my eyes to horror movies, and is still to this day my favorite horror movie, like in top 5 easy.
It's the last movie I was ever scared on. Actually, on this week's episode of KS Kustoms, I actually tell the story, which is was my parents' favorite story until the day they died, of when I begged them to take me to see the original Alien movie at the drive-in, and how much it scared me. So,
which is why we're here at the theater tonight, because we will be seeing Alien Romulus.
Fashion Designers of America is a not-for-profit trade
the first Alien movie shook me in such a way that I had to have more. And there's two types of people, moviegoers in this world, in my opinion. One, there's the people that like me, who don't care what the sequels show or whatever. We just love it automatically because it's part of the lore. That's how I am with Star Wars. That's how I am with Aliens. There's no bad movies. As long as they keep coming out, I'll keep seeing it because I love it. And I love the Alien franchise. I love the expansion to AVP. I even love the Firefly aspect of it, that the Weyland-Yutani crates show up in Firefly universe, as well as targeting system.
They've always, to me, all the Alien movies and their movies will always say Alien Predator. I love the movies. I love that. That almost, at a point, so they get kind of campy. But what I missed, and what we had talked about before, is that the first movie was a straight-up horror movie.
Was a pure horror. And that's where we get to where that second type of moviegoer, where they're just like the analytical type, where they just want to pick apart the movie. It doesn't matter about the lore or anything else of the universe, And I can get down with that too. Like, there's some aspects of the Star Wars movies, there's some aspects of the Aliens franchise where, you kind of wonder. But at no point in time did I ever hate any of the movies. I have all of them. I watched them all. Covenant.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
I just got Alien
Children's Network
Redemption,
in San Bernardino, dedicated to
the video game,
abuse and neglect.
so I can start
we
playing
collaborate
that.
With community partners to raise awareness and education.
I got the tattoo. Like, there's an alien right there. Tattoo. That's how much I love the movie franchise, regardless of the bad ones.
There isn't, like you said before, there is no bad ones. Sure, some of them are a little campy.
Right.
I even loved the Dark Horse comics that came out.
Absolutely, I agree.
So,
Batman versus Aliens.
Yeah, there's been, the lore is great, but what I have been wanting,
the moment in
is that
speed is
horror
I've got to
aspect.
turn and look at the thermostat.
We got a taste of it in part 3.
That's not
Right.
a thermostat. That's
A small taste of it.
And it's 3
But-
And they tried a little bit in, what was it,
And
Prometheus?
so I'm going,
Yes,
how am I
a
gonna
little
do
in
it?
Prometheus
I
and
remember
a
the
little
interview
bit
Roy Scheider did
in part
for
4.
Jaws. And they
But it was
asked
still
Roy,
action.
That moment, Roy,
Right.
when
And
you
we were too
saw
busy
the
geeking
shot,
out on the
and Roy
cast in
said,
part 4.
Oh, yeah.
I looked down, and when I
to notice
looked over
anything
at
else,
this
but
shark, I made sure my cheek muscles were a little up.
I've loved every
Then I
single
just
movie,
dropped
and
it.
I'm hoping, from what I understand,
So I
this
said,
movie
that's what I'll do. So I looked
takes
at
that
the
horror
thermostat.
reins, takes the horror reins, and it runs with it.
Cut.
It definitely
Lunch.
looks like it at every trailer that I've seen, and I've tried to limit myself of watching the trailers. I normally don't care. I don't worry about spoilers or anything like that. But this is one where I actually limited myself on the trailers I watched.
I did severely. I didn't even watch the featurettes. I stayed away from everything. The only thing I'm mad about is that we're not seeing it in 40X. Because in 40X they had the little face huggers on remote control running around the floor throughout the movie theater.
I heard about that. And that's also what they'll have, like the body laying on the ground with the face hugger.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And so we will have to go to that.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was Shotzi had
But I
posted,
also
her and
love
her
not
husband
being
went
broke.
and saw it.
So this back to school season, I'm just
So,
gonna spend less on them. Amazon has
I'm very
low
excited.
prices
This
on
movie
everything
falls
kids need.
between
Like,
Alien
Walmart
and
definitely
Aliens.
won't
Right.
lose.
And it
Definitely.
follows the
Sport
Alien
stuff, for whatever sport this is. All the latest.
Covenant?
lit,
No. Which is the
Brizzy
Redemption?
clothes
Alien Redemption?
And lunchboxes.
Uh,
Homemade meal that they'll
in
barely
that
touch. What?
It takes place at the same time that Ripley's daughter is out hunting for her.
With Amazon. Wendy's
So
has
it's
new
in the same
saucy
universe
nugs,
and it's taking place at the
Wendy's
same
found a way to
time.
make
So
their nugs even better.
I'm excited. It bridges that 57-year gap
Right.
between 1 and 2.
A whole new way to nug.
So that way it still stays horror, and no James Cameron has been introduced yet. So
I'm really excited. I haven't been this excited in a very long time.
woo, and the trailer for Alien Earth just came out. Awesome, and I just got my bacon cheese fries to enjoy during the movie, which means we're going to take our first break. We're going to watch the movie, enjoy it, and we'll come back and give you our opinions of the movie.
He's gonna be full.
And I'll be full, probably in the bathroom. Aliens, Earth. You're going to have to look that up.
That was the one you were talking about.
Yeah, the new TV series is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Woo.
That comes up
The
this month.
fear of missing out is
Next
real.
month. Next month.
And
Okay.
if you aren't advertising
All right, guys, we'll see you
on
after the movie.
largest cinema platform in the country,
Are you sure you want to do this? There she is. You want to break in and steal highly regulated equipment.
This could be our only ticket out of here. Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
Welcome to the Romulus space station.
This place gives me the creeps. What the hell is this?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that? Yo!
Stop playing around, man. Just get up.
I'm not playing around, there's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
I don't know,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
Run.
Are you alright?
Navarro! Navarro! I don't know what to do.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
And we're back, and we look fat in this viewpoint. And
It's not just looks.
yeah, well, I wanted to get us in front of the poster. How's this? Okay, that'll work. So, we just walked out of the movie. Richard, give me your immediate thoughts.
It was freaking amazing. It was everything I wanted it to be. It was straight up a suspenseful horror film. It's right on par with the first one. I couldn't be happier.
I will say this: Fede Alvarez wasted no time in this movie. He's just like, look, I got some shit to say, and I'm gonna say it, and here we go.
Yeah.
Because there was no time. There was no filler time in this movie at all.
No, there was no.
It started up on the action from the get-go, and it didn't let go. And I don't mean action. I just mean like the story and everything just started.
It was a complete fluid story through. There was no stuttering.
I was engaged from the moment it went, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved all the tie-ins. I loved all the Easter eggs, all the homages.
Yeah, there's a lot of homages, like everything.
Massive homage toward the end. Oh man, it was just fantastic.
I couldn't imagine it being any better than the way it came out. So, I am beyond impressed. I plan on seeing it a couple more times easily.
Easily.
This is honestly, this is probably my favorite movie of the year so far.
I have to agree. I want to see this so many more times in so many different formats.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see it as many times as I can. IMAX, big screen, 48, whatever I can see it on, because I just think it deserves it, and I want to catch everything I missed, because I'm.
There's so much.
There's so much
going on. Like it's hard to miss the little Easter eggs and little nuances that are going on. Like I'm sure there's plenty we missed. So.
And it's not just for the Easter egg's sake. It's for like story purposes too. Because everything out there is important to everything.
It's not just homage for being a sake. Like it's completely fluid. It's not. Nothing feels like it's just crammed in there for nostalgia's sake. Like everything makes sense. It's pretty much a perfect movie.
And he did an amazing job blending CGI and practical effects.
Yeah.
You can tell like where he had no choice but CGI, but
but it's not that campy CGI. It's very smooth, very fluid.
Yeah.
It doesn't stick out like the problems that you have on so much CGI.
Storyline, I mean, it was a safe storyline, but it was still fun. I enjoyed it. The ending was very Resurrection, but still, I thought they did it better than the end of Resurrection.
Yeah,
yeah. And I've got no bad things to say about this movie.
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's got, I mean, at its lowest, I would call it a 9.5 out of 10. But like, even a 9.8, honestly, like it's just so like I said, it's a sci-fi horror movie, just like the original was, and
right.
It keeps you in suspense. There's some jump scares in there, and I don't jump at movies,
right?
So it might have been the seat too, but. It's like watching a movie in Star Tours, but it definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. Like you're like, okay, what's next? And you're looking for the typical alien movement when they're in the shadows and you see just like
background movement, or like something like, and you're looking for a twitch in the H.R. Geiger matrix going on, in the background. And talk about Geiger.
Oh, it's such an homage to Geiger. This is the most true to his art that any of the aliens and things that are in the background are. I mean, it's like posters.
Right. I mean, granted, Cameron came and did what he could with Part 2, just like he did with Terminator Part 2, and that was great. But it's hard to tell for me right now if this would have been a better sequel than Part 2 would have been, like if Part 2 was Part 3.
Right.
But I will say that as far as injection movies go, or a movie that you want to put in between a trilogy or a series of movies goes, this is the best one I've ever seen.
Well, I think part two was perfect placing because this couldn't be as good as it is now back then.
Right.
So
right, with the effects and the technology and everything that they've done.
So I mean, part two. I mean, Aliens is a great movie, and I think it's a solid second film. But for this to be injected and and fit fluidly in there, and it's the right time, and they kept it true to form. So.
Right. Aliens had to exist for this to come to a factor. Understandable.
And Aliens had to exist for it to go to that other route that the genre did go, away from the horror movie, which created, I mean, the expanded universe that we have.
I mean, let's face it, without James Cameron, Alien would have probably just stayed Alien,
right?
A cult classic movie. Same with the Terminator.
Exactly.
Would have remained a cult classic movie. He blew it up and made it popular and brought more attention to it and created a fan-verse.
And if it wasn't for that, like I said, that way that Aliens took us in the universe, we wouldn't have got all the you wouldn't get the Alien versus Predators. You wouldn't get those little nuances that we've had. You wouldn't get a lot of like the comic books and the other stuff that we've had, which was all like we said before. It's all great.
Right.
Horror movies, especially at that time, because you're talking late 70s going into the 80s, it was a true core horror movie then. But moving into those years, horror movies became very campy. Can you imagine a campy horror movie Alien?
Right.
It would just been horrible.
It would have been Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
That movie's amazing. It's the best Fantastic Four movie ever made. That's not saying a lot.
How awesome would it have been if like that Johnny Storm showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine? That would have been great.
That would have been amazing.
But all right, so so Richard and I both love the movie. Can't wait to see it again multiple times.
Definitely see it.
Can't wait for the rest of the Forbidden Panel crew to see it because I know they're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
High up on the list. I highly recommend it. Let me know what you guys think when you see it. Leave your comments and just give me your opinions on the film yourself.
Like, subscribe, share.
Do all that stuff. Where's your nipple?
You're lucky you paid.
Well, what did you think of the new monster?
I'm intrigued. I'm extremely
I don't want to get too detailed on the spoilers yet until like maybe next week or something, but there is a new monster and
there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of room for growth there. And it's for as much as a leap forward is, it's a harken back. So
I just had to explain it to another fan that was out here.
Right.
The story, how it fits in and everything to make it okay for him. And I'll do that at a later podcast when I can totally get into it and spoil everything. But I don't want to ruin everything now. But I'm okay with the new monster.
Yeah.
And the way it fits into the storyline. So it works a lot better than a lot of other things I've seen. So.
Yeah. And once again, it's a callback.
Right.
To an extent.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys see the movie, and we hope you enjoy it. Like, share, subscribe, all that other jolly stuff. And until the next time, we will talk to you later.
Oh no, not again.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Check, please.